Examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this.
Not this again.
It's not just superstition, Soraville. We need outside perspective.
So,
And just like that, Oriel provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reef Tarnmere of the Divine Prosecution. Or at least I was, in the long ago. I know this is unorthodox, but perhaps you'd be interested in helping us. As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. Yours, I believe. You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects and the like. What do you say? I thank the Divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Halimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, the Ghost of the Green, that's altogether different. Better to ask Lorne about it. Capturing the ghost was her obsession for a time. The fact that he's returned does not sit well with her. I can say no more. I don't want to prejudice your impressions. The Adminan should bring a fresh perspective.
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already. I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be essential here. More essential than usual. It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the Ghost of the Green. A killer that Soraville and I apprehended decades ago. The Ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a thorn over the body. The thorn is here, but the shot was sloppy, and the arrow is of high elven make. It's off. I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle. It also might be worth questioning people in town. They'll be more forthcoming with an outsider.
It really is too bad about Halimorian. I told him he shouldn't be so free with his politics. It's a different climate now, after all. You have to watch what you say around people. On the upside, it's good to be rid of a rival vintner. Oh, darling, you're a bit late to the party if that's why you're here. I already submitted my statement to the Revelators, and my alibi is thrice confirmed. To be honest, the only reason I'm still here is to find one of my servant girls. Yes, a charming young wood elf named Farrell. I only recently brought her on. She used to work for the late Halimorian, but there was some kind of incident. I don't know the details. According to my other servant girl, she often came back here to visit the friends she left behind. She'd attend Bosma suppers, midday revels in the grape fields, that sort of thing. I encourage my girls to take time for themselves. Within reason. Aren't you a cherry blossom? That would be lovely. Take care.
Ah! You come to babble with Babblebrook? When came the killers? I had a look. Babblebrook knows what Babblebrook sings. Why can't you make sense of things? A ghost did bring the vintner's end, but even wraiths can have a friend. Don't you see? Death comes in twos. Friends and killers both win and lose. Killers and killed are two, it's true. So near, the source of fear. But Babblebrook babbles too long, it seems. Best make haste, or we'll hear more screams.
Creepy fuck. That is one dude I would not go near.
Another body. Delightful.
Oh dear. Blood on her hands and blouse. But no slashing wounds.
Get the hell away from me.
This doesn't fit the pattern. The ghost always kills with a bow. This was spur of the moment. Unexpected. Maybe she fought back.
Why do you insist on puzzling these things over like an femme? You know the death memory ritual. It's a simple...
Enough, Soraville. You know that's forbidden. Admin, look around and see if you can find the source of this blood. You found something? So did I. It looks like Fariel was strangled, not stabbed. This blood must be the attacker's. A sickle? Blood on the blade. She must have used it to defend herself. Then the attacker hid it. This blood could be the key. I intend to, yes. I'm a fair hand at alchemy. You'd be surprised how useful it can be in my line of work. I've caught more killers with flasks and alembics than I have with any sword. My husband used to say Sorry. I suppose it's past time I told you.
Sorry about that.
The
That's
ghost
just a
murdered
message from the
17
guy following
people
me.
before we caught him. His last victim was my husband. Soraville's wife committed suicide when she heard the news. They were having an affair, you see. It was a difficult time. It's fine, I just... Now you see why we needed a neutral party. Enough. Let's get back on task. I'd like you to search Halamorian's villa. It's just southwest of here. He was unpopular. If we can find out why, we might be able to establish motive.
Hell yeah, that beautiful land of the High Elves. I've already read this, so if you guys want to read it, by all means. It is actually, it's not too important, but it's gives you a little extra detail.
Sorry, I don't mean to be checking up on you. I just think better when I walk. And the blood is still simmering in the alembic. It will be some time before I have the results. Did you find anything of use in Halamorian's villa? From what I hear, the accusations are almost certainly true. So, Halamorian was making unwanted advances. Of course. The original ghost murder spree started with a high elf farmer who took liberties with his Bosmer laborers. We never published the details of that investigation. It can't be a coincidence. This new ghost must be someone in the know. Someone close. None that I'm keen to share, not yet anyway. For now, let's go with what we know. The Wood Elves have motive. Soraville went down to the cottage east of here to look around. Meet him there, and see if you can shake anything loose. I have to think.
It would bring me no joy to unleash our revelators on your new home, but I'll have to unless you let us.
Who are you? Are you with the Divine Prosecution? My husband warned me you might come poking round. Halimorian hated us. He abused our children and tried to drive us off. Of course the High Elves would suspect us. And our son Kellan, he... Never mind. Please, just go. We don't want any trouble. We just want to live here in peace. You really just want to keep him safe? Well, I'm not supposed to say this, but Kellan has been going on about the ghost of the Green for weeks now. You know boys and their masked heroes. I didn't think there was any harm in it. But now... No, of course not. He's a good boy. I only mean that it could look suspicious because of his interest in those old legends. Besides, didn't the Ghost of the Green run around in a mad hunter's costume? Where would my son get something like that? Yes, I'm sure. Look, you're free to look around. Just try to... We're simple men, we don't have much. Halimorian may have been a cruel bigot, but none of us would ever murder him for it, I swear.
Bosmer cuisine is truly revolting. I bought us as much time as I could. I hope you found something useful. A shrine? There's an old shrine to Ifre west of here, the Red Temple. But from what Tarnamir told me, people rarely visit. Filled with wild animals or some such. I only know of one entrance, a cave nearby. Follow me. We should split up. Don't want this little scamp slipping out behind us. I can handle this gap easily. You search the other hall.
everything you asked. I just can't anymore. I'm not a killer. I only wanted to protect Farrell.
Damn.
We could have worked such terrible wonders together. Pathetic. You, though, you're perfect. Tell Lorne her past is hunting her present. Yes, tell her that.
What's happening? Am I... The ghost recruited me. Said he needed me. He gave me the costume. Told me to kill as he would. Halamorian hated us. Was going to kill us. I know it. After what he did to Farrell. Farrell is dead. Oh, Divines. You've cursed me, haven't you? I only shot Halamorian, I swear it. Farrell was so kind. I wanted Halamorian to pay. I thought the Ghost of the Green was a hero. I wanted people to see me that way. Never saw his face. He never said his name. I didn't need to know. I read the stories. I believed in him, and he saw something in me. I never... Mother... I'm sorry.
I was too slow. Damned Mer slipped right past me. Tall for a wood elf, and quick as a spooked hare. So, it really is the Chief's son. Wait, what? What do you mean, another Ghost of the Green? The journal you showed me, did Kellan kill Halamorian or not? What about the wood elf girl, Fariel? Did he kill her too? Yes, show her the arrow immediately. Perhaps she can compare Kellan's blood to the blood on Fariel's sickle. At the very least, we'll be able to determine if Kellan killed Fariel. I'll be along as soon as I'm able.
You're back, and not a moment too soon. Do you have something for me? A second ghost. I suspected as much. And he killed this Kellan with that arrow? Another high elf hunting arrow, like the one that killed Halamorian. Kellan had motive. This second ghost provided the costume, the weaponry. But why? So, this isn't about Halamorian. It isn't about the Wood Elves or Altmer prejudiced. It's about me. It's always been about me. I knew it. I knew this was too convenient. I also knew the Mer who killed Fariel couldn't be this Kellan. I just finished experimenting on the blood from Fariel's sickle. It was Altmer blood. This second ghost isn't some Wood Elf zealot. He's a high elf like me. I moved the bodies to Tarnamir's manor. We should... maybe we missed something. This place has been... What happened here? Oh no. No. Tarnamir? Tarnamir, are you here? Tarnamir?
That's fucked up.
No. I can't. Just give me a... You found something? This is a message. Everything in this room. It's all meant to tell us something. What's that? Elevane is another name for the healer's owl. Elevanes lay their eggs, then abandon them. We use that word to describe people who are cold-hearted or aloof. And then there's the bodies. Arranged to mimic Mara's cross. This is about love. Intimacy. Or more likely, someone I failed to love. There's only one suspect left. A Mer with means, motive, and deep understanding of the ghost of the Green. No. It can't be. The ghost of the Green ruined Somerville's life. Just as he ruined mine. If not for the ghost, Somerville's wife would likely still be alive. I have to know. I'm sorry for what you're about to see. Auriel, forgive me. Stand back, and I'll show you. You already saw how Kellan died. Now, we'll see the others.
What's this? A tiny ghost of a green? Ha! Run along well before.
What have I done?
Kellan definitely killed Halamorian. Now, Fariel.
Who are you?
I'm afraid you've seen too much. You poor thing.
Somerville was observing Kellan when Fariel saw him. She slashed him with her sickle before he overpowered her.
So it is you. Shame on you.
The shame is Lorne's, old Mer. Now she'll have your death on her conscience, too.
No, Somerville. This is you and you alone.
Give my regards to my loving wife and Lorne's degenerate husband.
Lorne.
I know you're watching, Lorne. Now that I've broken your spirit and you've broken your vow, come to the place where my wife is buried. There, I will break your body.
Damn, this dude is pissed.
I need some air. I'll be outside. How could he blame me for this? Is it not enough that I lost my husband? Damn him. His wife was buried here. This is where we'll find him. You're sticking by my side. Even after I use that death memory ritual. I appreciate that, Admin. Truly. I suppose I owe you a bit of an explanation. I told you how the ghost of the Green killed my husband. Somerville's wife, my husband's lover, was overcome with grief. I think she truly loved him. As soon as she heard the news, she climbed into the wash tub, opened her wrist, and died. Not for that, for what came after. Somerville wanted us to mend each other's wounds, perhaps even fall in love and make a life together. I just couldn't. I focused on the work and pushed him away. He grew detached, bitter. Now, I need to stop him. Come, Let's put an end to this.
Sorville, I know you're here. What do you want from me?
Weird. Where'd the voice go?
Sorville.
Weird. Okay.
Don't worry about me. Go.
No, I didn't make that mistake once. Yeah, last time I played this, I literally ran off that edge and died. Glad I remembered that.
Somerville. Is he... He is. It's done then, isn't it? I knew he wouldn't come quietly. In the end, I bear the blame. A killer. Right beside me, and I didn't see it until more lives were lost. I'm glad you were here, Admin. I will be. The arrow struck near my collarbone. Somerville was a gifted marksman. Maybe he couldn't see as well through the mask, or it was nerves. Or maybe he didn't really want me dead after all. Just one more question I'll never have answered. One more thing, if you're willing. I'm certain that Somerville never spoke to Kellan's parents, given that this was all his scheme to begin with. They lost their son, and they don't know why. It was you that avenged him. You should tell them that. I just need a moment here alone. Ironic that this came to a head in such a holy place. Maybe I can find some absolution here. Or at least some small measure of peace. He did. Perhaps I deserved it. But all those people... An innocent girl. A naive young Mer. A dear friend. They paid the price. While I still live. I don't know if I'll ever make peace with that. You're right, I suppose. I just wish I had been better. A better Juris Reeve, a better wife, a better friend.
Such a nice looking kingdom.
I deserve to know what's going on.
I don't. I am sorry.
You!
But the prosecution
I remember
is still
you.
examining his body. We will release
Please,
his remains to you as
you
soon
have
as
to
we
tell me what's going on. My son never came home. And now they tell me they won't even let me see him. What happened to my boy? If for his mercy. How could you? Why didn't you save him? Damn this place. Damn the prosecution. Here, take this thing. I found it under Kellan's bed. I never want to see it again. I never want to see you again. God help me.
A hard thing to witness. There are rarely any happy endings in this life. You just have to remember that things would be much worse had you not been here. That matters.
Don't you think you're taking things a little personally? Let's just go about our own business.
I am a kin lady of Summerset, and you dare address me as though I were one of you common rabble.
This is to be bartering. No side quest there.
Drat! You there. You're new to Elenthiel, aren't you? You certainly look like an outsider. I regret the necessity, but I must beg your aid. My brother is about to make a terrible mistake and join an appalling organization. Worse, an acting troupe. The House of Reveries may be famous across Summerset, but my brother is one of the most gifted academics of our generation. For him to waste his talents performing for rich nobles is just irresponsible. I fear he's already signed up, and that's why I require you as an ally. I'll need you to infiltrate the acting troupe. Laredale, my brother, knows my face, but he does not know yours. You must find him for me so I can talk him out of this. Auriel himself would smile on your kindness. Now, we haven't a moment to waste. The House of Reveries is hosting auditions this very moment. You must present yourself to Alchemy, the audition master, and impress her with your performance. Well, they don't take just anyone. Only the most talented performers even get an audition, but don't worry, I've already devised a solution. I've enchanted a set of knives that will allow you to juggle with perfect rhythm. They would impress anyone. Oh, it's quite simple, really. Toss one in the air and relax your mind. Your hands will do the rest. I've used them a number of times and never cut myself, and I'm about as coordinated as a drunken mud crab. I'm certain you'll impress a sponsor.
Ashala, you can. Oh, my stomach.
Next. Well done. Come, talk. No more auditions for today. My, you certainly do have a talent for juggling. One might almost say your hands work like magic. Tell me, why do you wish to join the House of Reveries? A wonderful answer, but it's not very creative, is it? I'd work on that. You'll want something more dramatic if you wish to impress the Grand Maestro. Still, I'd be happy to sponsor you for House membership, if you complete my challenge, of course. When we join the troupe, we abandon our old selves and take an identity reflected in our masks. What unique item suits you, I wonder? A griffin feather? Yes, that would be lovely. Go collect a feather, and meet me in front of the Manor of Masks.
What are we drinking to?
Ah, this one has been looking for you. Raz's investigations have brought him to Relenthiel. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't here anymore? Ugh, that made Raz's head hurt. Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. In Raz's experience, very little good comes from dealing with Daedra or their cultists. And this revelation brings you to Relenthiel, yes? That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo's house. This one suggests we start our investigation of the area there.
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed Khajiit, and you. What brings such a group to Relenthiel? Investigating. For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared. What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. I can't understand why they're fascinated with the sinkhole, but that doesn't make them criminals. I suppose 2 high elves and a well-dressed Khajiit can be trusted. Take a look around and let me know if you find anything significant. I just wish my son Nadoril would stay away from there. He's become so intense lately. A phase, I'm sure.
Raz wants to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijic and go investigate the sinkhole.
I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
You've returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. Tell me, how did you acquire your most lovely feather? How exciting! That's a story worth repeating, I'd say. Dress it up a bit, add a talking frog or 2, and you've got yourself a classic tale of subterfuge and adventure. And with this lovely feather, your mask is complete. Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of boasts. Talk with the other 3 hopefuls, perform together, and then ask each other one question. Your answers must be tales that can wow the crowd, a chance to bond and perfect your act. You'll find the other potentials inside our quarters, the Manor of Masks. We have a talented crop this week, but I'm certain you'll fit right in. Don't forget to wear your mask. We can't force you, of course, but why not get used to it?
I heard your audition was a success. Of course, I knew my daggers would impress. Now, you need to mingle with the other potentials and figure out which one is Laredale. No easy task, given this troupe's traditions. As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. Laredale pushed me aside to save me and took a wound to his chest. He still has the scar. None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal?
I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laredell, leading up to when he decided to leave for Relenthiel. Perhaps something in there will offer the clues you seek.
That's right, it's above me.
Welcome, fellow hopeful. What's your talent? Ventriloquism? Dancing? Oh, are you one of those illusionists I've heard so much about? No matter. You're here to play the game of boasts, aren't you? First, we must perform together. Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team, so we can learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. Should we both be lucky enough to join the troupe, we'll already know how to put on a performance. Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me and we'll see what we can do together. After that comes the fun part, the boasts. Well, that's the part I consider most fun. That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up? Hide and seek in Cold Harbor, eh? That sounds terrifying. But I love the idea of Molog Ball having a nephew. Maybe he's not so bad. Just consumes the occasional tortured soul between fishing trips. All right, your turn. Ask me anything. Oh, yes! All 6 of them! I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2. But Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together and hunt deer every other week. Hold on! That's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing! Performing every day, learning new tricks. Why, I used to have to sneak away every time I wanted to practice. Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in your audition for the Grand Maestro. Here's hoping we both get in. Honestly, nothing would please me more.
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us. Would you like to help me with my performance? I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me relax. I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't talk when you do it, which means no one knows how amazing I am. So how about it? Build me up during my act. Just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. Then use your best announcer voice and talk me up to the crowd. Tell them there's no one half so clever as clever, and that they've never seen anyone like me. You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious. Oh, Meridia, she's always been my favorite, let me tell you. Make sure to tell her I told you that, eh? Put me on her good side for once. Now then, what's your question? What would you like to know about Clever? Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? What, I'm not enough of a mer for you? I'll have you know I'm more than enough for anyone. I'm teasing, silly. I know what you meant, but no, I have no siblings. The troop shall be my family. Very much so. Why, the first day I was here, Loxon gave me one of her very own dresses. Said it was a shame I didn't have anything decent to wear. I near cried. It was so beautiful. Everyone here is just so kind. Same to you. Gorgeous. Oh, I just can't wait.
You must know, we are competing for the same post. Let me be clear then, in stating that I do not intend to fail my audition. I will join the House of Reveries. It is my destiny. Still, collaboration never hurts. Care to play the game? Even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm of a drum. The soothing sound of drum beats is primal, a reminder of our deepest selves. Yet I cannot drum and dance at the same time, so why not collaborate? Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you, fast, medium, and slow. I will move through the dances, I know, and you will match my speed on the drum. Match my speed, and we shall impress. Drum too fast or too slow, and we start over. Let's begin! No, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition. And again. Keep time. Our performance aligns. Impressive. Come, speak. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name. And now to my question. Who trained you? Ha! That is quite the image, I'll admit. A more amusing tale than I've heard from others, and for that I offer my admiration. Now, what would you know of the greatest dancer on Summerset? What question do you have for me? Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the nights when the shadow covers the moon, we dance together in the sky above. The thunder you hear on a stormy night, that's us, dancing. You think so? I've been practicing my acting skills as well, you know. One never knows what performance he'll have to do next. These days are a far cry from what I was doing. I still have burns from failed fire spells, you know. I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I belong, and where I finally am. My past is in the past, and there it shall remain. Thank you for performing.
I know who you seek, Hopeful, but you will not find fair Renaid here. She has departed for the moment, which means we can speak freely of your quest to find her brother Laredel. You wish to stop him from joining the House of Reveries. I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever considered what Laredel wants. Do you truly wish to force Laredel onto a path he does not wish to walk? Do you believe that best serves the Sapiarchs? Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, why help her track down her brother? Laredel has made his wishes clear, why not respect them? I know Renaid loves her brother and believes she knows what is best, but his course is not hers to guide. Only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you believe is Laredel? Is he Firebird in disguise? I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be too quick to answer. When you join the House of Reveries, you leave behind all your former identity. For some, this includes the gender they were once known as. So tell me, is Laredel clever? Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you know about Laredel. All Renaid has told you, and all you have read in her journal. Yes, I am aware of the journal as well. Is Feathermoth the Mer you both seek? An interesting opinion. Do you believe Renaid is incorrect in her assumption that Laredel is here? Could she be mistaken that her brother is among the hopefuls seeking to join our house? What? I can't imagine what would have put that thought into your mind. Regardless, you must ask Renaid to give up her search. Laredel has chosen his path and will not be dissuaded from walking it. He loves her, but her path is hers alone. Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredel has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why he left, and why he wishes never to see her again. The truth is harsh, but it is my hope it will free Renaid to follow her dreams. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Grand Maestro is gathering our hopefuls in the amphitheater for their final audition. I would prefer you not attend. We have played our game, but there is no place here for a juggler using magic daggers.
Oh, hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about finding my brother, I thought I'd take a moment to just breathe. I always find the sea so calming. How goes your search? Were you able to discover which of the hopefuls is Laredel? Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't discover you. She's a mage, you know. We recognize our own, and magic comes off her in waves powerful enough that even a blind novice would notice. Well, what did she say? But that's ridiculous!
Laredale and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No, that's ludicrous. Laredale never envied me. He was better than me. Alchemy is lying to you. Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Summerset. No, we must bring him to his senses. Tell me, what name has he taken here? What? You believe Laredale is alchemy in disguise? No, that's ridiculous. Alchemy has clearly been in the House of Reveries for some time, and Laredale only recently applied. I'll simply reveal the performers with magic. He'll have to leave then. This is bigger than desires, and joining the Sapiarchs isn't just my dream. It was once Laredale's too. We both longed to study magic with the best in Summerset, and he's just forgotten. As his sister, as one who loves him, I must remind him. Yes. Once his identity is revealed to all, the House of Reveries cannot allow him to join. That is their requirement, is it not? To keep their identity secret? Once the spell they've cast on him is broken, I'm certain Laredale will leave with me.
I seem to recall asking you not to come. She what? Why, that stubborn, unrelenting... Oh, no. We can't cancel, and I can't allow my hopefuls to be unmasked. It would ruin them. Please, take the stage. I know some magic. I can use it to redirect Renaid's spell to unmask you and only you.
Standing in the wrong spot, that's what it is.
Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relenthal. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
You! How could you? You betrayed me.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did your plan fuck up?
Has she left? Has Renaid departed for Lilandro? Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was? What if she never forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredale. I am alchemy, but my sister... well, she had other plans for me. We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy Sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renaid craves it. How could I take her dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the Sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost. What should I do? Should I tell her? Will she? I'm terrified she won't, but you're right. Allowing her to think I envy her magic, that I don't want to be with her, that's far worse. Please keep her from leaving. I'll join you after I collect myself.
There it is.
Come to gloat over my misfortune? Or does alchemy simply want to make sure I leave town? No matter. Neither of you need worry about me any longer. My brother wants nothing to do with me, and I'll respect that. I depart for Lilandril today. Why now, after everything? Fine. I'll listen, if only to give her a piece of my mind for keeping my brother from me. If Laredale is truly set upon joining the House of Reveries, he should have told me instead of running away. I deserve a goodbye. I don't understand any of this, but I do know you involved yourself in a matter that you had no need to. And I suppose you were trying to help. That deserves some recompense. Take this for your efforts. I won't trouble you again. If you wish to speak on Laredale's behalf, speak. I have no time for games.
I must apologize, Renaid. I wasn't honest with you. Laredale never envied your ability with magic. He feared you wouldn't join the Sapiarchs if he insisted on remaining here.
How can I believe a word you say? If Laredale truly believed that, he would speak to me himself.
I am speaking with you, Rinny.
Laredale? But how?
I've been a member for over a year now, and I should never have lied to you. I feared... well, what I feared doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you the truth. All of it.
You had best do so at once, little brother.
No, I finally decide to pursue true art, to move beyond painting backdrops for someone else's stage. And what models do I find? Polished, unblemished, all round boringly beautiful. I need someone who will give my work meaning, a depth of morality. As a matter of fact, I do. I've heard rumors of a Hulkind in the forest outside Relenthil, a perfect subject for my work.
A what?
I'd like you to serve as my proxy, and arrange a meeting between us. The sinkhole nearby should serve my purpose. High elves, who were cast out from their families as children. A horrible fate in our society. Summerset may appear as perfect as a pastoral painting, but darkness lies backstage. I want to face our taboos without blinking. Will you help me? Thank you for accepting my offer. I travel to the Hulkind myself, but the wilderness is no place for an artist. Besides, they may be more willing to talk to a newcomer such as yourself. The Hulkind are well known for being distrustful. for questioning. Thank you for heeding my call, newcomer. I don't suppose your passage to Summerset brought you past Waston Coraldale? My father, Kurteros, runs a boat in an angler fleet. They're long overdue, and while his stride tends to be a leisurely one, I've never seen the whole fleet gone for so long. I'm probably over-concerned. The weather's been fair and the wind's mild. Perhaps their fishing has been so fruitful they dare not waste their good fortune. But I'd feel better if I knew what to make of their delay. The fleet set off west. Waston Coraldale is an island engulfed by coral reefs, but you can reach it safely in that sailboat. I'd go with you, but I'm afraid I don't share my father's comfort with open water.
Alright, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to resume this back to where we are. There is a very, very funny part coming up, so hope you all enjoy that when I stream that. But thank you for joining.